Hi, good afternoon. It's afternoon on my end, and welcome to my watch list for the week for the NGX. I do this every Sunday where I just talk about in a video stocks I'll be keeping an eye on in this the coming trading week, which starts tomorrow. Now, before we dive in, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It helps grow the channel, and if you enjoy the content, doing so also puts that or shares that content or brings out the content to a new audience. So every like, share, and subscription is well appreciated. Thank you, everyone, for doing so. And as always, please note that nothing I say is investment or trading advice. So these are just my opinions. You can't and should not base your investment decisions on people's opinions because opinions can change at any point in time. People's views about markets or individual stocks or individual investments may not be the most optimal for you, or in fact they could actually be wrong. And that's life. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. So you don't want to base your investment decisions on what people say or what you think they're saying and all that. So please note that, do your own research before you take any investment decision. So what's the criteria for the watch list? Technical reasons: highs, lows, range trading, large volumes, as well as stocks that have corporate actions. It could be board meetings to consider results. In this case, for some of the stocks, board meetings for to consider results have held, and so we're expecting those results anytime from now. First, a joint first spot on my watch list are the insurance stocks, and you can see the top 10 gainers for last week all came from the insurance space. That has to be a record. I can't remember when last that happened, if that's ever happened before in at least the last 2-3 years. I don't know. So it's definitely a record, and you can see the list gained 46.4%. So it's very possible that some investors may decide to take profit in this coming week. I mean, if you made 46% in a week on a stock, you've beaten inflation, you've beaten the all share index, taking profit of part or some of your position wouldn't be a bad thing if you are a trader. And so clearly, all insurance stocks, mutual benefits, ICO, Royal Exchange, Sovereign Trust, Cornerstone, Universal Insurance, Regency Assurance, Veritas Capital, Coronation, and International Energy Insurance. The last video I did before this, I covered some of the insurance firms, and a few days ago, I also did so. So if you'd like to dive more into some of these firms, I think the only firms I didn't touch on would probably be International Energy, Insurance, Universal, Regency, and that's because they're yet to release their H1 2025 numbers. So second place or second spot, Zenith GTCO Assets. Why? H1 2025 results could be out anytime from now. I think all three firms held board meetings to consider this result sometime, will I say almost 2 weeks ago? Yeah, late July, board meetings were held. So it's pushing 2 weeks. So it's possible anytime from now. H1 2025 results could be out. Now, investors will be on the lookout for interim dividends. For me, I'll be on the lookout for, in addition to that, I'll be on the lookout for any provisions, especially for the likes of Zenith and Access, GTCO. Very little spike in provisions should happen. The firm had taken some of those last year. So that's why I have all these stocks on my watch list for the week, and they will remain, because I think that within the month, definitely one of these results should be out. Poor Cement, Naco Aviant, UAC, I think these stocks will range trade or drop this week if investors decide to take profit. Following news of plans to acquire Chi Limited. UAC popped, then stock pulled back slightly this week. So I mean, whichever way is that a range trades, or it could decline if traders decide to take profits. NACU has been range trading since forever. I mean, since it broke the 100 naira mark, stock has been moving between late 90s to 110, 117, I think. So I think that will continue to be in play. Bua Cement, I believe, hit a 52-week high a few days ago, then pulled back. So I'll be watching to see where this stock would be trading at this week. VFD Group, I think this stock will dip this week because there's news. The company has a rights issue that that is in the works, and from what I see here, the rights issue price, the proposed rights issue price, is at 10 naira. Meanwhile, the stock is trading above that. Let me just confirm where it is. I think VFD should be trading around what, maybe 12 or 13. So what you would see is kind of normal that where you have the rights issue price much lower than the current price, you may see a sell off because some people might want to take off their cash and then pursue the rights issue. So what do I have here? VFD closed on Friday at 13 naira 40 kobo. So I mean, it's pretty normal to have your rights issue trading at a lower price than your share price at the moment, because that will encourage people to invest or to take up their rights, and but it might also lead to a decline in stock. So let's see how it will trade this week. So for more content, check out greenticketales.com. The podcast on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube Music. I've done, probably covered 5 or 6. I think I should be pushing almost 7, 8 insurance companies and all that. So that's content there as well. I think anytime from now, I probably should do an episode on MTN Nigeria and all that. I had promised that I was going to do that. So I also have a space that's coming up about you should be watching this by 6 p.m. Nigerian time, West African time. So the space will be kicking off by then. So you can also join, and if you have um, questions or just want to just learn more about the markets and what's happening, what to expect, feel free to join the space as well. So have a profitable week ahead, and see you in the next video sometime tomorrow, which should be I've not decided if I'm going to do a video on MTN yet, but if I don't do a video on MTN, next video will be the daily market summary after the NGX has closed for Monday. So stay well and enjoy the rest of your day.